mile start here. Racing. They jumped in a fair line only. First Encounter dropped out shortly after the start. Profit Pocket came straight across and goes to the lead. Don't Wait for Luck has moved up into second place, and Classic Rogue is down on the inside as they run into the back straight. They're about 2.5 lengths in front, with BARDOT going up in the centre, and over on the inside is Simply as they run down the back straight. 2 lengths away is Atlanta's Beach, and then came Autumn Rebel, and last of all is First Encounter. So Profit Pocket takes up the lead where he likes to be, leading by 3/4. Lucy got over nicely with Don't Wait for Luck moving up on the outside, travelling to second, and Classic Road is third. Pike has BARDOT nicely placed, racing in 4th place, and then Simply on the inside. The big fellow Atlantis Beach is back third. Last Autumn Rebel, and First Encounter is giving the leader about 10 lengths as they run down with 700 to go. The pace has been even. It's Profit Pocket from Don't Wait for Luck, Classic Rogue, BARDOT, and then came Simply. Atlantis Beach about to start a move. First Encounter's on its back, gets plenty of slipstream on the back of Atlantis Beach, and last of all is Autumn Rebel on the inside. Coming up towards a home turn, Profit Pocket just snuck away by length and a quarter. Don't Wait for Luck looks to have plenty in the tank though. Classic Rogue struggling a little bit on the inside, and then BARDOT, the favourite, gets to the extreme outside. First Encounter in the straight, 350 to go. Don't Wait for Luck is coming after Profit Pocket. BARDOT joined in as well, and then Atlantis Beach. First Encounter has got work to do, but is coming down the outside. Pike has raced to the front with BARDOT, and it looks a winning lead now. Atlantis Beach, First Encounter down the outside, but BARDOT is clear, and BARDOT does it well and beats home Atlantis Beach and nose away First Encounter from Simply. They break away from Autumn Rebel. Don't Wait for Luck not right up, and then came Classic Rogue and Profit Pocket. So the 3 leaders have finished at the back of the field there, and BARDOT had a beautiful run. Race to the front. Pike had it in a great spot. He was 4 or 5 lengths in front of First Encounter on the corner, and that was the key to the victory. 4 beats 8 and 2. BARDOT, too good for Willie Pike, Grant and Alana Williams. Atlantis Beach, the big fellow who First Encounter was tracking into the race, pulled to its outside, and Atlantis Beach has just held it in the final stages, and Simply as a better run, looking for further, back on the inside into 4th. Don't Wait for Luck paddled late into 5th in front of Autumn Rebel, which didn't do too much from the back of the field. 4, 8, 2 and 1. BARDOT at $2.80, 150 on tote, 320 fixed. Atlantis Beach at a nice price each way, just waiting on that tote dividend, 330. And First Encounter be about $1.20. Willie Pike driving it home. It looked the winner from about the 250 when it swept to the front. They weren't really coming quickly enough there. 138.09, 1 1/4 by a short head. 1 1/4 by a short head. So BARDOT continues its great form. It's now won 2 from 3 since resuming from a spell, and 1 win at Belmont now at Ascot as well. The time 138.09, 34.69 by Toronado out of Blondie. So magnificently named. Let's head down to Lockie.
Thanks, Rich. I'm now joined by winning co-trainer Grant Williams. Grant, BARDOT back to her best today. What did you make of her run last Saturday afternoon?
Oh, look, I actually thought she might push the other horse. So, you know, on the day I was a bit disappointed. I know a couple of the guys were a bit disappointed, but her sectionals were actually good. And I think that horse will probably be my railway horse next year. So I think I'm probably underestimating him a little bit, and maybe not overrating her, but like she does really go good for Pikey, and I thought the race panned out really good for us. And when we turned for home, you know, First Encounter was still 2 or 3 lengths off us, and I thought, well, it'll take a pretty good horse to be able to run her down from there.
She's third up here today. Is there still improvement in her heading towards some of the mares races later this year?
Yeah, look, I honestly, without sounding like an idiot, I still don't think we've got her as good as what she can go. So she shows glimpses, and we have a little setback. So, you know, she hurt herself before her first start, and we had to miss a start. So, yeah, I just honestly don't think we've really had a Mickey Mouse, and it would be lovely just to get one of those preps through where we have nothing wrong.
So where to next for her? Obviously, you've touched upon it previously after her first up win that you'd like to get some black type on her page. How do you look to plot a path towards the Fillies and Mares series?
Look, I'm not sure if we're going to get enough races into her and be able to get her points up. And, you know, if that's the case, it doesn't matter. She can go out and maybe come back and then there's plenty of those black type races, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1600s later. I don't think we have to panic. Main thing is we'll just keep racing her until she's happy, and if we can win another couple of races, well then obviously she could flick in to maybe the last couple.
Mohegan Ruler, he returned off a long layoff last start. What did you make of his first up run?
I actually didn't think it was that bad. The first start should have been 1200 and probably today should be 1400, so that's probably my only negative on him, but I thought he hit the line pretty good, and maybe he hit a wall at about the 100.
Well done here. Good luck later today.
Thanks, mate.
There's Grant Williams after the win of BARDOT. Grant Alana Williams combined with the Willie Pike once again, and as we said prior to the first, Scotty, it was the Willie Pike show last Saturday afternoon with 4 winners, and each and every time he added to his tally of winners, the crowd continued to get more and more rowdy, and I do have fears for this crowd on Irish Day if Willie Pike has a similar day to last weekend, because it was absolutely heaving.
Exactly right. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, both the crowd and the celebrations for Willie. All those Pike punters have got pockets full after race number 2, and Willie didn't have a 2-year-old ride as well, so he's actually 1 from 1 here. So those punters are on the board nice and early. 4, 8, 2 and 1. I actually thought they're watching that replay, Lockie, just an immediate thought, but first encounter was disappointing for mine. He had the back of Atlantis Beach, he had the right track into it, and in the end he actually couldn't get past Atlantis Beach, who beat him to the punch, making that move at about the 600 metre marker. He certainly raced like a horse that is screaming out for further, so hopefully they can find a bit of a distance race for him and we can see him bounce back, but it's all honours with Willie Pike and BARDOT, who makes it 2 wins from 3 starts this preparation and was able to use that barrier to advantage. Willie, speaking of barriers, obviously Lucy had a bit of a tricky one last week, but today for you looked like everything panned out perfectly.
Yeah, she mapped really well, landed in a nice spot, and that obviously makes a big difference.
Do you agree with Grant that we're still not seeing the absolute best version of BARDOT just yet?
No, probably not. I think she keeps sort of like strengthening up, and she is a slow maturing type, and I do think she will have a purple patch somewhere in her career where we'll be really impressed, and yeah, hopefully that's soon.
All these punters on Irish Day, if they want to back one Willie Pike runner for the rest of the program, which one is it?
Well, I really hope I can get up on King of Light. It's a high pressure race. There's nowhere to hide. That's just a great race. It won't be easy. I'm not taking anything for granted. He's done well so far, but it'd be just lovely to raise the bar a little bit, although he does get in horrible on the weights compared to some of his rivals.
Go well.
Thanks.
There's Willie Pike. He starts the day off on a winning note. He's 1 from 1 so far here at Ascot, and he combines with Grant Alana Williams and BARDOT to take out the Guinness Handicap.